Dear students, today we will see the way how we can work with comma separated files, that is which we call it as CSV files. Last session which we learned about the way how we can import the data from CSV files, how we can import the data from CSV files. So we started with introduction to CSV files, and then we took one of the function called read underscore CSV, and we started working with read underscore CSV function with some of the arguments like file path. Then another one is like names. If you want to use your own column headings, then you can use the names argument of read underscore CSV function. Then which we use, another one is like header equal to none. If you don't want to use header, then default one which you want to specify 0 1 2 3 is you can specify such a way that so header equal to none value, then which will take default column and headings, that is numpy array range values like starts with 0 1 2 3 and so on. And suppose if you want to skip uh, within the CSV file column and heading, which you don't want to make use that CSV file column and heading, then you can skip that row, and you can use if you want it your own arguments column and headings, or you can make use default 1 0 1 2 3. Okay, such a way that which we worked with different examples, the way how we can import from CSV file data into data frame object. Now we'll see there are some programs which were specified in the textbook. We will see the output of those programs, so we'll execute through practically also. And here one more thing is here which I tried, script file is not working, this something problem is there in module itself. So that's why I'm showing here for this particular concept through interactive mode only you will be able to work with these CSV file examples. Okay, now let's start with one example. First example, what they were specified. Write a program to read from a CSV file employee.csv and create a data frame from it. This is the question which they were specified. So write a program to read from a CSV file employee.csv and create a data frame from it. So which means you want to create first one CSV file, name contains employee.csv. The CSV file name is employee, which means we want to store the employee information like employee number, name, designation and salary. Okay, so that is what which you want to create. Now we can see the program which you wrote here. First we will get into the CSV file what you want to store the information. Okay, so CSV file for employee. So here you can see this is the notepad which you need to take to create a CSV file. So you need to open a notepad from your computer and then type it the data which you want to type by using default separator which uses CSV file is comma. Okay, so that's why we call it as comma separated values. CSV means comma separated values, which is a type of file format. Okay, now you can see here which we are doing employee number, that is what column on headings, name second one, and third one is designation, and another one is salary. So here one thing we need to understand, in a question they haven't specified only they wanted this particular employee information, which means you can take based on the employee what and all information which it contain. So basic information you can create such a way that CSV file. Okay, so that's why we have chosen here our CSV file which we are creating related to employee. So employee number, name, designation and salary. So there are multiple employees which you can see here. So employee number like which we followed the code 1001. Okay, and then employee name Sai, then designation manager, and salary is like something 56,000. Same way we took around 1 2 3 4 5 employees details, 5 employees details which we took in our CSV file. In our CSV file which we took 5 employees. Okay. So now you can save this CSV file. Okay. Save this CSV file. Click save as. Okay. Then give the file name. That is what which they were specified. Employee dot CSV. I already created. So save as type all files. So here which will ask replacement because I already created that which I was worked with example. Yes, we created a file, CSV file. Okay, so now come to the program. Once you created, so you need to import module as usual. Import pandas as PD and create the data frame object employee data frame. That is what shortcut which we used. Object name is EDF. Okay, equal to pd dot read underscore csv of file path. Okay, file path where it stored that csv file within our computer. Okay, so E drive and subdirectory within that I saved that file. And once you create a object, then print the object. Then print the object, then you will get the data frame object information which is imported from CSV file. Now you can see first execute. If you want to execute that, just import the module. Import pandas as PD. Once you import the module, then we need to create the data frame object. Yes. Just take the example. Create the data frame object EDF equal to pd dot pd is the alias name for pandas module. Now print. Okay, print the object. Yes, so see whichever we typed in CSV file, that information which we got in data frame object. Clearly which you can see such a way that the way how you can make use this particular CSV file into data frame object. Now, so this is what the question, according to the question which they were specified, which you want to get the output. Same example, suppose if you want to make use the default column headings, then I told you that which you can make use one more argument called header equal to none. Execute. Print the object. This is which I am showing only, but according to the question, above one is sufficient answer. That is what textbook which they were mentioned. You can see. So here, now you can look at the clearly the output here which it was specified. Okay. So this is what the column headings which it was specified in CSV file, but now that became instead of column headings as a data, raw data. So how we can do this skipping? We saw that one more attribute of read underscore CSV file, that is skip rows, n rows. Okay. Yes, you can use comma header equal to none, comma skip rows equal to 1. Now execute it, print the object, data frame object. Now you can see clearly the way how you can make use that particular default column headings which we use now. Okay, so we skipped out within our CSV file column headings which we specified. So that is what, once you practice that, then you'll be able to understand the header attribute of read underscore CSV. That is what which we call it as argument of read underscore CSV file, and also skip rows and names. Okay, so names which you can specify. Suppose names which you want, then you can make use same statement. Now instead of, one second. Now remove the header. So when you want to make use names argument, names equal to, for example, another one, 1 2 3 4, which you can specify. This is only to understand you. I am giving such a way that 3 4. Okay, you can see how many are there. Yes, 4. Execute, print the object. Now whichever we specified the names arguments column headings, which comes such a way that you can see we saw default headings 0 1 2 3, and we saw the CSV file which we specified those column headings. Okay, and which we use now our own argument column headings which you want to specify, such a way that which you can work on when you make use, when you work out with CSV concept, then you will be able to understand. Okay, so that is what first question which I shown you header how can make use argument, skip rows and names. Okay, so that is how which you can make use. Now another example which will proceed, that is write a program write a program to read from a CSV file employee.csv and create a data frame from it, but data frame should not use files column header, rather should use one column as 0 1 2 and so on. Okay, so you clearly understand the program. Same example which it was taken, that example which you can specify, write a program to read from CSV file employee.csv and create a data frame from it, but data frame should not use the files column header, rather should use one column as 0 1 2 and so on. Okay, now same thing which you can specify that such a way that already which I shown you clearly the way how we can make use import. So based on this question, here you can write the answer, import pandas as pd, then create the data frame object edf equal to pd dot read underscore csv and give the file path where it is storing that particular file, and then give header equal to none because we want to make use the default column headings, that is 0 1 2 3, header equal to none. And this argument why we are using here means, so within the CSV file it was represented such a way that, so column headings that which you want to skip out, that is what top row of CSV file which you want to skip, then you can make use the argument skip rows equal to 1, n value is here 1. Now once you execute this application, once you execute, so among this data frame output earlier which we executed, this column headings will be replaced with 0 1 2 3, and this row will be skipped from CSV file when it is writing into the data frame object, Okay, you can see output how we will get view, same thing which you can see. Now this is what which you need to write based on the question answer. Okay, now same thing, so which you want to make changes, yes, execute this statement again to understand. So earlier I was executed, but still just you can make use such a way that, so execute it. So for that question, this was the output. This is the program, importing module and the statement, data frame object creation, and then printing the object. Then we will get the output such a way that this is the second program in the textbook which they were specified for this particular concept. This particular concept. Okay. Same way. So now we come to know the way how we can answer a question to the answer. We'll go through the another example. Yeah. Get data frame index labels from CSV. Before going to another example, get data frame index labels from CSV. Data frame index labels from CSV. How we can get it? So if you want to use a columns coming from a CSV file as the index labels for the data frame, you may specify the column name in index column, index underscore column, which is another argument for read underscore CSV file. Okay. So if you want to fetch columns coming from CSV file, yes, then you can do by using the argument, that is index underscore column argument. So you can see the statement which I have written, pd dot read underscore csv of file path comma, okay, and index underscore column equal to emp number. Okay. Now for based on that, you will see the example program which it was specified. Write a program to read from a CSV file, that is same CSV file which we created, employee.csv, and create a data frame from it. So we need to create one CSV file, that is employee.csv, the name of the CSV file, and whatever information which we place in employee CSV file, then we need to create a data frame object for that to get the data from CSV file. Use emp_num column as index labels, that is nothing but so row label index, which takes row label index. Let's see, once you create a object for data frame object. Okay, so this is how data frame object which you can create, and if you print the object which you created, then you see the output such a way that, so that first column employee number now which becomes row label index. You can see clearly the difference, column headings and this particular row label column which became index label. Okay, column label became now index label, that is what row labels, and that particular column employee numbers which became the row label numbers. Okay, such a way that you will get as an output once you make use the another attribute called index underscore column. Okay, so whatever column name which you specify, that becomes index row label indexes by default. Instead of default row labels which takes 0 1 2 3 numpy array range function values, instead of that now which will take whatever we specify this index underscore column argument value, that one will be treated as row index. Okay, so we'll see this execution now. So as usual, importing module, then creating data frame object. Okay, create the object. Now we specified such a way that execute it. So earlier it was 0 1 2 3 4, you can see row labels, and which we used that particular column headings default 0 1 2 3. So now just print this particular object. Let's see, you can see clearly now 0 1 2 3 4 you will not see here when you make use this index underscore column argument of read underscore csv function. Read underscore csv function, once you make use this particular argument, then such a way that so data will be written in data frame object from csv file, okay. So that is another example which we come to know the way how we can make use index underscore column argument of read underscore csv function. Now Another one is, so write a program to read from a CSV file employee.csv and and create a data frame from it, but data frame should not use files column header, rather should use own column headings as empid, emp name, designation and salary. Okay, so also print the maximum salary given to an employee. So here we want to, instead of taking from CSV file column headings, that is top row, so we want to make use our own column headings such a way that which it was specified in the program, and also along with that which you want to get the data from maximum salary of employee. From that list of employees, the employee who is getting maximum salary, that salary value which you want to get from that. So for that you can see the program which you can create the statement. Import the module, then create the data frame object pd.read underscore csv. So file path argument first one, then we want to use our own column headings. That's why whatever specified in the question we can specify. For that we need to use the argument another one, names equal to, in the form of list representation you can provide whatever they specified in the question, emp id, then emp name and designation salary. Okay, then so if you want to skip out CSV file column headings, for that followed by one more argument is skip rows equal to 1. Okay, then print the object. Yes, then we'll get the according to your own names which you specified here within the object creation data frame object, those will become now column headings. Then if you want to print the maximum salary of employee, then we can use the object name dot column heading dot, there is a predefined function in data frame, this which we call it as actually aggregate functions. This concept it is not there, that statistics concept, they removed the syllabus now. So this is one of the function which you can make use to get that maximum salary from data frame, predefined function. Now data frame object name dot column heading, which column it is, that value which you want to get, dot followed by predefined function max. Once you make use such a way that, then you will get the output. Let's see the output sample how we'll get now. As usual, row labels which takes place 0 1 2 3 4, and our own column headings which we specified here, that one will represent here column headings. Then you can look at the salary column heading. Under that you can see 56,000, 55,900, 35,000, 30,000, 29,000. Among those, so maximum salary is 56,000, which comes under column heading, that is column name salary. So for that statement which we wrote, data frame object name dot column name dot predefined function maximum. Okay, so we can get such a way that maximum salary from that. Now we will execute the statement so that we will understand output exactly what we have want to retrieve. Okay, execute the statement, then print the object. You can see clearly, so which we got, whichever we specified. Earlier names you can see only name, designation, salary, MP number which we made. Now name also we specified our own. In this particular statement whatever we specified, those becomes column headings, column names, column labels. Okay, now we want to get the maximum salary from this. For that statement is execute statement. You can see once you execute the statement, employee maximum salary, is same way which you can check that minimum salary also. I think there is a minimum function also within the data frame. You can see the minimum salary, but these functions it is not there actually in our syllabus, that aggregate functions data frame. Okay, so you can see minimum salary also. Same way you can see average salary. Let's see we will get it or not. Average also. No, average is not working. Object has no attribute average. Only minimum, maximum. I think instead of average, there may be some other function. So like that, which you can see the way how we can retrieve that maximum salary, minimum salary. Now we'll see one more example. Following program code is creating a data frame from computer result dot csv file shown below. Okay, import module, and then so we want to get the details of computer result csv file, the statement object creation, and which we want to get the maximum points. Let's see, but the program code is giving the following error when it tries to print the maximum number of points from the data frame. When you execute this statement, so which is giving error, which is giving error, because you can see why it is getting that is error. So find out the error problem and rectify it. This is the question which was given in the textbook. The problem with the above code is when argument header equal to none, you can see clearly the argument of read underscore csv file which we specified. So that none is used in read underscore csv. Then data frame is given one column numbers which are 0, 1, 2 and so on. Thus, the second column is now identified as CDF of 1 and not as CDF dot points as used in the code. When you are trying to execute this statement, object name, computer data frame, and label name is column label points to dot max when you execute. So actually the moment when you apply the argument header equal to none, default one which takes 0, 1, 2. Okay, when you use the points which will not be able to identify, because that one becomes a column label is 1 instead of points. So that's the why error which you get. And if you want to get such a way that first you need to make either CSV file arguments, that is column labels which you want to use, then remove the argument header equal to none. So we need to remove so this is what the actual output of data frame object, and when we are trying to execute the statement this, so which will give you error. Okay, so now if we change the last line of the code as follows, then program will run and gives you the output as shown below. So like this, if you change, you will get output. Okay, so corrected output will be, this is how actual data frame contains. Then you can see the maximum value, or else you can remove the argument header equal to none, and then you can make use that. Okay, such a way that. So how you can see this example again. Let's see. For this CSV file is computer result actually which we wrote. You can see CSV file. CSV file we wrote name, points and rank. Student details, something like name, points and rank of student. So how we can create CSV file again? Take a notepad in computer, open it, then type it with comma separated special character between the values, and then go to file menu, click save as. So give the file name computer result.csv and save as type, click all files, then save, click save. So I already created, that's why which asks me replay, do you want to replace it? Okay. So now we created CSV file. Now we are able to execute this statement. Execute the statement. Print the statement. Object name is CDF. You can see the output. Now according to the question, which you want to get back this maximum points. Okay. So now how you can get this? The statement which it was written. So this is the statement, but they said that which will give you error. Yes, it will give you the error when you execute because here header equal to none it was specified. None means 0, 1, 2, but the points column label, okay, it is one label name, but we are trying to use points is column name label and which we want to extract maximum value. Okay, let's see the error which will get. So attribute error, so points doesn't exist within that. So how we can do that? So we can execute that statement with the help of one, sorry, one dot maximum. When you update the statement, when you will be able to execute it, you will be able to execute. Or else you change it this object creation another way, but according to the question is this is the correct statement which we need to answer. But suppose that way also which you want it, then what we need to do here? So make a change here, names, sorry, no need to use these names also. So skip rows also argument no need. Just make use a file path, then execute that, print the data. Yes, you can see clearly points column label. Now we want to retrieve maximum value from this data frame. On this case, if you execute this statement, then you will be able to retrieve the maximum points of given data frame. See clearly. So this is another way, but according to the question is this is the correct statement. This is the correct statement according to the question which you need to rectify the question. Okay. But if you want to make use that default label name and which you want to extract the maximum value, you can extract such a way that. So the way how you can, so it was specified within the CSV file itself, column labels, column headers. So I think you understood the way how we can make use CSV files with examples. How we can make use names argument, how we can use the header argument, and how we can use the skip rows, and how we can use index underscore column argument of read underscore CSV file. Okay. So same manner you can work with multiple examples which you can work and you can do, and we will see another future from upcoming class the another way of how we can sort out the rows, how we can get back, or columns, only columns how we can get back from CSV file, how we can read out, that we will see another class the way how we can make use another feature of comma separated value. So all the examples which they were specified in textbook, now we are able to answer. We executed successfully. The way how we can answer it, you can practice the example. If you have facility to execute computer, let's try it, then which will help you a lot. Or else you can practice at least the way how you can write a statement. How you can write a statement based on the question, the way how you can answer it. So thank you. We will continue further classes with another concept of CSV file.